Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and all variations thereof, and welcome to the Thursday stream. It's a Thursday. We will be joined by a Lying at some point this evening, I am sure. But for now, it's just me. It's only me. Don't worry. Few things before we get started. One thing. The border has been made smaller. The bezel has been made smaller. You can see more of me, and it's hopefully a little bit less intrusive. Hopefully. Not entirely sure how well that is going to end up working, but it's a bit better. Additionally, the camera has been moved again. Which, we're getting there. We're still figuring this stuff out, but I've never really used a camera on stream before, so you're gonna have to give me a bit to, get myself situated. So before it was over here, over here, and then it was here, and now it's here. And I think this might be the one. Maybe. I'm not entirely sure yet, and I definitely need to get a haircut before I actually look good on camera. But yeah, we're giving it a go. We're trying something new. And if I ever feel camera shy, I always have ye olde not porcelain, but ye olde prototype mask that I will eventually get made into an actual porcelain and steel piece of headwear, but that's a while away, I think. But yes, you guys are over here now. My game is here. So, whenever I talk to chat, which is down there, I'll technically be talking to you guys up there. So it should work. Hopefully. But yes, today we are back on the world of madness. We're back in the world, and today we need to go kidnap someone. Yeah, today we're committing crimes against villager-manity? Villager... What do you class a villager as? Because they're not human. What do you call a group of villagers? Squidwards. No, I don't think that's correct. But seriously, what do you call a group of villagers? Is there a specific name that we have for a group of villagers? I don't know. I do not know if we do or not. I guess at some point someone's come up with something, but I don't know. You just go with villagers. Yeah, I mean, what I'm trying to figure out is you have humans, and a group of humans is called humanity. Or, well, a group of all humans is called humanity. So what do you call a group of all villagers? Hold on. I haven't done this in a while. There we go. Come on. Whoa! Alright, I get it. You don't like me. Oh! There's more of you. Where are all of you coming from? Aha! I made you kill your friend. How's that for smart tactics? A villainity. Villainity. The total whole of the villager existence is known as villainity. I like it. I like it a lot. That sounds fun. Oh. That sounds very fun. A villanity. Nice. Do we have... Okay, we have a bow, but... we have no torches. I need coal. Oh, goodness. Wait, where's my... Oh, there it is. Fortune 3, Unbreaking 3, Efficiency 4, Mending Pickaxe. Oh, so happy. Okay. Gemify. I shall gemify the ores. I shall gain diamonds. But today, it is not a day for mining. Today is a day for exploration. Hold on, I can do this better. Today is a day for exploration! Yeah. That worked really well with the soundtrack as well. Yes, today we're going to explore. Today we are going to find. Today we are going to murder. No, I mean, today we're going to kidnap. I mean, today we are going to, we're going to persuade some villagers to come home to me? Yeah? It's about right. Think? I'll do. But before we can do that, before any of that, we need a place to store our villagers, or the villagers that we will be, what the? Did I? Was that stuff copper? Or was it? Someone's been in my base. Someone's been in my base and replaced all my copper corner pieces with cut copper corner pieces. Whomst the fuck has decided to do that? Who has been in my base? Is there anything missing, or is there anything added that shouldn't be here? I am suspicious. My apologies, everybody. That one took me by surprise. Alright, so someone's been in my base. I think. Unless my memory is very bad. Which, you know, is definitely an option. Anyway. So what we require for this adventure... Actually, I have a pit for this already. I just need some trapdoors. Okay, hold on. We can do this out of cherry, right? Yeah. Cherry trapdoors. There we go. I don't know, actually, Lydia. I actually really like the pink. Like, it's very vibrant. I'll give them that. But I actually think that it looks really good. Like, I've seen biome mods try to do Sakura stuff. Well, yeah, that's fair. Like, here's the thing. I've seen quite a lot of biome mods try to do Sakura wood. I've seen a lot of them try to do cherry trees. And they always get the tone of the pink a little too, like, either the wrong shade or the wrong color or the wrong... I don't know. A mixture of different things. I feel like the devs have actually done a really good job with the pink. Like you've got the logs, which are this really nice muted purple, and then you've got the leaves and the actual planks that have this really vibrant, but not overly vibrant pink. Like, and I've seen biomods that have done cherry trees before, and honestly, a lot of the time they don't measure up. They don't measure up to what the devs have managed to pull off. I'd rather it be a little bit too pink than basically another version of brown or purplish brown, which is what I've seen a lot of. Or a pale orangish pink that I've seen one particular biomod pull off. Didn't like that one. That one in particular, I did not like. Okay. Camera drone deployed. Which direction are we going? Let's see. Lying is that way, and I know that there's a village there, but I'm not going to touch that because that's Lying's village. Spawn is that way. In fact, I think it's kind of that way. The D is an emerald ore piece that I was looking at earlier, so I guess we'll go this way. Camera drone docked. Camera drone docked. I mean, I'm personally not fond of acacia. But then again, I'm not really fond of orange in general. I like my brass and my gold, but orange itself, I kind of try to avoid. So I guess that's kind of on me. Hold on. Aha! There we are. Right. Hold on, let me sheath that. Put that away. I need to figure out a better way. I need to get the shield texture pack piece from Exuma's stuff. The one that hides the shield when it's not raised. I need to get that because honestly, I'd like to keep the shield on me, but at the same time, seeing over it is a bit of trouble even when it's not raised. Actually, can I just get that now? What's Exumavoid's thing called? It's not extra utilities, it's... Oh, bugger, I've forgotten. Exumavoid texture stuff. Vanilla tweaks, that's what it's called. I require shield. Shield. HUD. Unobtrusive. Short swords. No beacon beam. Lower shield. There we go. Actually. That doesn't work. Interesting. Actually, I'm going to quickly climb a tree. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to quickly bury myself. I'm going to make like a ostrich and bury my head. So that I don't get attacked. And we'll go through this together so that you guys actually know what I'll be running. So, this is Vanilla Tweaks. If you don't know what Vanilla Tweaks is a resource pack picker created by Exumavoid, I believe, and some other people who I don't have the names of right now. I will post a link in the chat. It's got a ton of stuff. It's got connected textures. It's got variation. It's got terrain. It's pretty good in general. So, very quickly, what we're going to grab is lower shield, translucent pumpkin overlay, unobtrusive enchantment glint, Clean glass. Yes, I like that. Let's see. Unobtrusive rain and snow. We'll get... Let's see. Utility. Diminishing tools? No, we don't need that. All borders, visual infested stones. All bright? No, I think we're good on that. Visible tripwires? No. Groovy levers. Yeah, I mean, could do. Visual cauldron stages, visual composter stages, visual honey stages. No, I think we're all good for that. Peace and quiet. I think we're good on those as well. Ah, here we go. Okay, so we want... horizontal nuggets. No, I like them being different. Actually, I like that one more. Animated campfire and soul campfire items. No, we don't need that. Glass doors. That's kind of cool, but no. Vex Elytra. I think we're gonna put something on the server later on to do different Elytras for people. We did that last time. 3D chains, yes. 3D iron bars, yes. 3D bookshelves, yes. 3D redstone wire? Sure. 3D stone cutters. 3D trapdoors and doors. 3D sun and moon. Yeah, let's do 3D sun and moon. 3D rails, sure. Sugarcane, why not? Lily pads. Oh, what the heck? Let's do... Not everything, actually. Not everything. But those ones, yes. I like... Actually, not the lily pads either. Okay. HUD. Ooh, hello. Rainbow Experience Bar, yes! Yes, please. GUI, smoother font, dark UI, transparent UI. No, good with that. Options, backgrounds, not interested. Menu panoramas, nah. Retro, nah. Colorful slime, I want light blue slime. Just because that's kind of what I like to use. Parity, bedrock piston. Oh, hello. Oh, hi, Madeline. Throwing 76 bits and stealing back the throne, I see. Thank you very much. It's most appreciated. You really didn't have to. I understand the want for competition, but you really didn't have to. But thank you very much. I'm just looking at the various bits and pieces for vanilla tweaks that I want to use on thingamajigger on my vanilla tweaks pack, because I've been wanting to add in the shield. Actually, numbered hotbar. Ooh, yes, I will take that. I'm gonna alter the hotbar anyway at some point, because I want to do something a little bit more personalized, but I will take that for now. But yeah, I've been wanting to get lower shields for myself because it's very obtrusive. Okay, I think we're good on this. Yeah. I'm for those of you who want to find this stuff, it is Vanilla Tweaks. It is a pretty damn good resource. That is the wrong place. Vanilla Tweaks. There is the one. There is the one. And that can go above it. Okay. Display capture off. I'm back. Hello. Oh yeah, I have a rainbow hotbar now. That's cool. Oh, that is much better. That is much better. Okay, time to get out of this hole. Huh. Okay, maybe let's move. Better move quick. Better move quick. Might take a little while for me to get used to the numbered hotbar, but we'll see. Might remove that one actually. Not quite as fond of that as I thought I'd be. But it takes experimentation. If you don't try something, you'll never know if you liked it or not. And sometimes you can not try something and still know that you won't like it, but it's always nice to try something new. Oh gods, that's a creeper. Ooh. Okay. I'm out of here. At some point, I do want to adjust Unit 12's HUD. What Unit 2? Unit 2 has a completely different HUD, but I do want to adjust that one as well. Because Unit 12's HUD should be a little bit more blue. Like the mini-map thing up in that corner over there. Unit 12's HUD should reflect that. It should be a lot more holographic. Visually speaking, a little bit more blue than grey. Not sure what I want to do for the rest of everything, but I've been trying to adjust the HUDs to be a little more, to be a little less different to the original Minecraft one. Hello. Okay, I get it. I'm not welcome here. Aww. Come on, you're behind a tree. Ow. Okay, I get it. You don't like me. You really don't like me. Wait. Was it just me, or was I not hearing any of that? Oh! You went for the head! How rude. There we go. Definitely hearing things? Okay, well, that's fine. Maybe it was just maybe my ears aren't working. Right, where was I going? I was going this way. Yes. Oh, creeper. Yeah, no. Oh, shit. Nice. Are my lips more colorful? I have not done anything. I'm not wearing lipstick, if that's what you're asking, Lying. They might be a little more colorful on camera. I adjusted the saturation of the camera to see if it would look a little better on stream. So that might be what it is. But I'm not wearing lipstick. But yeah, I adjusted the saturation by 0.15 points. So it should be a little more vibrant. on stream now. Hopefully, anyway. I am entering snow territory. I really should have brought a better shovel. But oh well. We are still on the hunt. We are on the hunt for the villainy. For those just joining the stream, we have come to the conclusion that the sum total terminology for villagers would be villainy. Such as there is humanity, now there is also villainy. Oh. Yeah, villainy. Humans, humanity, villagers, villainy. Or villagerny, perhaps. Or villageanity? I don't know. It's still workshop. Still work in progress. Not entirely certain as of yet. Like what would you call the sum total of all villagers? Lying. Other than like a villager mech. Ooh. That was close. Villager kind? Maybe. Humankind, villager kind. Perhaps. Hermanity. Manatee. Yes. Manatee. That is... Yeah, no, that's actually very accurate. Yeah, that's fair. Manatee. I like it. I like it. Oh. Hey, lying, I found a swamp. I only had to walk for like 2 minutes. Literally on my doorstep, apparently. Okay, it is daytime, I can put the shield away. Might not be far from the slime farm, actually? Ah. I think you're right, as a matter of fact. I think you're right. So the slime farm is basically on my doorstep. That's good to know. Well. Okay. Wait, what? I'm guessing there's some sort of channel underneath here. Okay. Right. Up we go. Ooh, did you look up? Oh, I see. I didn't look up quite far enough. Okay. Ooh, did thou'st hear, lying? Actually, we'll talk about that later, since I do want to get your thoughts on it, and it'll be easier for you to communicate them in game. Which reminds me, Strem, Zers. There we go. Group type open. Create. There we go. Oh, cow. Yes, I will kill you, because, honestly, I can always use the leather. I will always commit a murder if it means gathering more resources. That sounds very, very post-industrial industrialist. Or pre-industrial industrialist, I suppose. With me. I've found a plains biome, I think. Don't actually know. Caves are not lit up before you ask, since altitude does most of the work spawn proofing. Okay. That's pretty good. OBS may have just glitched. How so, might I ask? Sound seems to be fine. Ooh. Big gap. What's up, Lion? What's happened? What's gone horribly wrong this time? Ooh, copper. No, I don't need copper. I need coal. You got stuck on loading for a bit. Huh. Okay. I mean, that might just be Twitch. Oh, that might be Twitch because recently I've had to enable mid-roll ads. Because Twitch isn't really giving me much of an option at this point. Sadly. Boat time, I think. Do I have a boat on me? No. No boat. I have a crafting table. Good. But I require boat. I'm not gonna make a jungle wood boat. That's just gonna look ugly. There we go. Boat. Off we go. In search of villages. Of villagers. Of villagi. Of the villainy. Or the villageny. In search of villager kind. Or as we ancients called it once, or called them once, Testificates. That was a while back. That was a long while back, actually. When did they transition from being called Testificates to being called villagers? Do not know. I mean, it must have been questing to discover humanity. Yes, indeed. I'll grab some cocoa beans while I'm here. Can always do with some cocoa beans. No. Doop. Always replan. Okay. But yeah, I don't know. I don't actually know when we stopped calling them Testificates. Like, it must have been sometime around 2015, 2016, right? Like, or maybe early 2017. They were only called Testificate in the beta 1.9 pre-release. Yes, but, like, the community still communally called them Testificates for ages afterwards. What I'm trying to figure out is when we as a collective Minecraft community stopped calling them Testificates. Because I know that we called them Testificates for ages. Ages and ages afterwards. Ooh, 3D moon. That's kind of weird, actually. That looks kind of weird. Ah! I'm being shot. Go away. Rude. Okay. We roam with blade aloft now. For we have no other safe option. Because I didn't bring a bed with me. Made that mistake. Okay. Oh, God. Give me a bow. Onwards, my friends. To glory, to victory, to iron farms, which is basically what I'm doing all this for. Because I'm gonna need a lot of iron. So much iron. Okay. How has everybody been today? I hope everyone's doing well. I hope we're all doing splendidly. Do 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 do. Ooh. Hello. No, don't get distracted. We are on the search for humanity. Although I could get a little distracted. Right? Nope, nope, nope. Caving for later. Caving later. Humanity now. He gads to make mother coffee. I miss anything? I don't know, Lydia. Egads, did you miss anything? Sorry, I couldn't help myself. I don't know where that came from. No idea. That was utterly bonkers. All you missed is Nightfall coming to screw around with me. Egads, I don't know. Oh dear. Ooh. Oh. Big cave. Okay. Big cave. Very big. Okay, maybe let's not go in there yet. Ooh, coal. Later. Later. A very big cave. Right. Looks like we're coming to the end of this river. I really hope it becomes daytime soon. Sheeps. Sheeps. Hi. Oh, I need to look where I'm going. Hey, Chaos. One might say that cave is cavernous. Cavernous indeed, my friend. Much like your mother's... I don't know where my mind is going today. My brain is... I apologize for that one. That one came out of left field even for me. Oh. My apologies, Chaos. My apologies. God. Apparently I'm feeling feisty today. Bush. I shall call you Bushel, and you shall guard my passage. Oh! You're not doing a very good job guarding my passage. Zombies. Alright. Oh dear, I think I've offended Crawling Chaos. I think I've offended them. Comments about one's mother are never taken lightly. Whoa! There we go. That'll do. Oh, good. Nice. That is fine, Sir Ghost. I was watching the stream with an amused smirk on my face, wondering what are you going to take that one. A fine recovery, sir. I don't know what it is today. I'm just feeling oh, hello. Oi. Get off it. There we go. I'm apparently feeling quite invigorated, quite scrappy, as it were. Just one of those days, apparently. Yeah, just one of those days. Okay. Ooh. I found an oddly generated cherry tree biome. Hello. You're being rude. Oh, you're all being very rude, actually. Alright, I get it, I get it. You don't want me here. I'm going. Oh, hello. Hi, creeps. Oh. Speak of demons and they shall... Oh my god, this is ridiculously high. Okay. Okay. I don't have any blocks. Oh, well, I mean, I have netherrack, but I don't think I have enough to cross... Ah, hello! I see light! I see possible civilization! As much as you could call Testificates civilization. Can I make that? Oh, wait! Okay. Barely. Madeline redeeming sit-ups. I shall do them once I have found shelter. Once I have found sanctuary. And then I will do the sit-ups, and then I will kidnap some people. I don't know. I think I could have done a 360 there, Lydia. I think I could have done a 360. I think I could have improved. Okay. Up we go. Oop, nope. Well, apparently not. Okay. Oh good, it's turning daylight. Now, I could have sworn that I saw the... Ah! Pathways! Going up the... Ooh, hello. Wonderful. Needed that. Okay, let's just go around. We don't need to sully the grandeur of the land with netherrack pillars. Okay. Hello there, gentlemen. I have come to kidnap you, but before I do, I'm going to lock myself in one of your houses, and I'm going to do some exercise. There we go. I might need to restart that. Hold on. I'm going to disconnect from the server. I'm going to restart the game while I do this these sit-ups because something is needing to be fixed. Steal a bed? I'll steal a bed. Don't worry. I'm not above thievery. I'm British, for Christ's sake. We've stolen far too much stuff. Right. Okay. You may have seen. Kind of. Not really. Okay. Oh, regardless. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow. Ooh. Okay. Right. Of course, as usual. The window capture never does things quite properly, does it? There we go. Okay. Oh, not single player. Multiplayer. What is thievery when compared with kidnapping? I mean, I'm not kidnapping. That would imply villagers are human. I'm villager napping. Yeah, entirely different prospect. Okay, does that work? No, it doesn't. Okay. Apparently that option does not function anymore. Weird. Regardless. Hello, small child. Right. We require maybe 3 villagers. For that we're gonna need a portal. For that we're gonna need obsidian. Which means it is time to mine. Do any of you guys have a chest around here? Or just like 12 obsidian to spare? No? Oh, alright then. Kitty! Hold on, I need to raid these people's houses. Ah, here we go. Paper. And a compass. Alright then. Not quite what I was looking for, but it'll do. It'll do in a pinch. This stuff can all go in here for now. Yep. Because this is the only stuff I actually need to have on me for this mining trip. Very dashing, sir. Right. It's just thievery of a person. True. I have a bucket, yes, good. I will sleep, actually. I will sleep here, or set a respawn point here. There we go. Yeah. So that we can then head down into the mines. Do you guys have a just a conveniently located lava pool anywhere? No. Oh, you do have conveniently located coal, though. It's very helpful. Thank you. Assuming we go out the wall. Yes. Could have probably used that iron ingot to make myself a new shovel. Okay. This should do, I think. Okay. Going down. No, I need sticks. I need sticks. Put that wood away. It's fine. There's a tree right here. Should give me enough wood to make some torches. There we go. Wood to planks, planks to sticks, sticks to torches. Wunderbar. Shield away for now. Is that a ruined portal? Wait, where? What? Where? Oh! Good spot, Lydia. Very good spot. Excellent. That, well, it might not save me a ton of time, but it'll definitely save me mining some obsidian. Might not have enough for a full portal, but we shall see. Thank you very much. Okay, what have we got? Oh! Actually, that might save me plenty of time. Let's just do a little bit of that. Wonderful. Oh, there's a chest as well. Yeah, gold chest plates, flint and steel, golden pickaxe, and a fire charge. Why not? Guess that'll do. Right. Oh, ow. Time to mine. Wait, is there any gold? No. Oh well. Ah, I love me an efficiency 4 pickaxe. I would love me an efficiency 5 pickaxe, but that's going to be a while before we get that. Very quickly. Group, create group type not open. Strands. Create. There we go. Okay. Wonderful. How much obsidian do we need for a portal? It's like 12, I think. 2 for the bottom, 2 for the top. Technically 10. 2 for the bottom, 2 for the top. 6. 4, 10. Okay. So we'll get 14. Or actually, we'll just mine this entire thing out. We could use the extra obsidian for other stuff, sure. Yes, very good spot, Lydia. This will save me a bunch of time. Very, very thankful for that. See, this is what we call what just happened is what we call in the business streamer blindness or creator blindness. When we, as the creator, are thinking of other things, and then chat points it out for us. Okay. Doop. Doop. 30 obsidian. That should do nicely. Right. Back to the oh wow, that's very bright. Back to the village. Back to the village. I mean, I hate to equate you to the existence of a tool, Lydia. So I would say that you're a lot more than useful. You are a veritable, what's the word? Cornucopia of assistance, I guess? I mean, you're one of my moderators, so realistically, without you, I'd be boned, probably. Ooh, brewing stand. Helpful. Anything else? No. You there! Would you like to join my mining colony? Because that's what it's gonna be. Probably. Okay. Let's do lowest point in the village, I think. In case boats are required. There we go. And we can do that, and that, and that. I'm sure he wouldn't mind. Very good. Very good. Much laugh. Good joke. Okay. Let's sleep, and we shall... Oi! You're in my bed. Get out of it. My bed. Technically, your bed, but my bed now. Okay, now my friend. Your bed is now mine. And everyone else's beds are mine. Because I require everyone's beds to make more villages. Thusly, your beds are mine. How much of this stuff do I actually need and how much can I throw away? That can go, that can go, that can go. That stays. This goes. That can come with, that can go. Boat required. Flint and steel can go. Those can go. I can come back for the rest, I think. I will take the netherrack, just in case we require additional netherrack to build our pathway. Crawling Chaos, I'm not quite that level of Victorian industrialist, you know? I think I shall leave the children. I shall simply take the adults. Actually, no. Maybe I'll just take 3 villagers and leave it at that. Shall I? Bed. Bed. It's easier to get them like this than to constantly craft more. So I'm just going to steal this entire village's worth of beds because it's easier. And I'm being lazy, to be honest. But, you know. There's a house at the end of the road that I haven't looked in yet. Oh. I will take this smithing table, actually. That could come in handy. Do. Sir, you seem to be... Actually, I don't want to know what you're doing. That seems very, Ooh, cauldrons. Bed. 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 And bed. And bread! Fair enough. I will take the bread. Thank you very much for your contribution to our society. To my society, anyway. To my survival. Put that there. The apple. I'll leave the apples. They can have the apples. At this rate, it looks like I'm gonna go blast mining. Probably shouldn't do that today, though. To be honest, that would probably be a bad idea. Sir, you are not a cow. Oh, well, in fairness, my brain went to, Sir, why are you shagging that cow? But, you know. Apparently my brain is all over the place today. Ah, a Fletcher. You might come in handy. Alright, let's see where we are. Where we are. Am I wearing my gold booties? I am wearing my gold booties. Nice. Oh, Okay. Uh-huh. This might make things a tad difficult. I need my... Hey, Lalnable. Welcome. I need my overworld coordinates. Luckily, I have a waypoint. Where is my waypoints? No, that's not. Is it this one? Yes, waypoints. Home. 6012. Okay, I require a calculator. Okay, 6012 divided by 8, 751. Okay, and 3997 is 499. So 751 499. Okay. I'm putting that in chat, everybody. So that I don't forget it. Because it is important. It's very important. I must remember those coordinates. And which direction am I going? Is it this way? Yes. And this way? No, this way. Okay, so it's somewhere over there. Oh, joy. Well, alright then. I guess I'm building a bridge. Into nothingness. This is a little nerve-wracking. Maybe I should make this 3 wide. Maybe I should get a little bit more building material, actually. This feels a bit precarious, a bit unsafe. I'd rather not be doing this, but I get the feeling that I don't really have much choice. Ghasts don't usually spawn outside of Soul Sand valleys, I don't think. I think that's their main spawn region. Though, I could be wrong. In fact, I more than likely am incorrect in that thought process, but I hope to goodness that I'm right. Okay. A little bit of extra salt. And we can make a border. Which would be nice to have. Just in case. And then we'll add torches. Not necessarily to spawn-proof the area, because I don't think it can be spawn-proofed in the nether, but we'll give it a go. Well, at least I know where to find a basalt delta if I ever need any basalt. Let's do that. I don't really want to make this 3 wide because it'll take me ages to do that. Oh, that's a little nerve-wracking, I'm gonna be honest. Little bit nerve-wracking. I can already feel my pinky finger going a bit numb. Okay, this is fine. It's been a while since you've played Minecraft. Feel like a noob again? Oh, I mean, we all get those times where we decide, actually, I'm not feeling like playing this. It always happens once or twice. Well, I mean, I would hope that I'm not pressing my shift key, Dragon Reaper, because that would mean I'm sprinting. Because, my shift key is my sprint key. I hold control. Like, my sprint and my crouch are reversed. Just like my left and right click are reversed. And apparently people think I'm mad for doing that. But it makes sense to me. It's the way I've always done it. Or maybe I'm doing it the right way and Dragon Reaper's just a heathen. I don't know. In a lot of games, I rebind the shift and control keys. Because they're usually bound the opposite way to what I like. But I think in Minecraft, they're actually bound the way I like them, normally. I could be wrong. Flying has joined the server, by the way. In case none of you noticed. Let's drop those, please. Oh, I heard that. I heard that piece of basalt just evaporate into lava. Lying is lying. Control is a nice sneak button. I find it weird when games bind shift to sneak, honestly. It feels uncomfortable at times. Okay, my friends. Why are you on my bridge? Get off my bridge. Ugh. Off. Goodbye. I will see you never. Eventually, Lang will join us in the group voice chat. I'm sure. Your inventory button is I? I mean, mine's E, I think. Yeah, mine's E, but that's just because it's slightly easier to get to. In most games, it's I. In some games, it's tab, which took me a while to get used to, honestly. But it's not the worst thing in the world, honestly. I honestly think that it's just because E is so close to your normal control scheme situation, Lydia. Like, it's right next to W and D, so accessing your inventory on E is actually really easy. I find it easier, anyway. At the very least. Hello, Lang. Hello, Lang.
How are you?
Welcome. I'm good. I'm good. I am building a nether bridge.
A nether bridge.
A nether bridge, yes.
Where to and where from?
From a village.
I presume the where through is in fact. Well, there's where you start, where you end, and where you are in between, and I presume the in-between section is the nether.
Yes.
Right.
I'm currently hovering over the massive cavern of a basalt delta that is mostly not a basalt delta and just a giant lava lake.
Oh. Yeah, that sounds a little fraught.
A little bit. A little bit. And I have the music to back it up, apparently. It's very dramatic right now.
Am I really crackly for anyone else? Do I sound crackly to you?
No?
Then it's gotta be your streaming end, then, if it's not the game.
Huh.
Well, apologies everyone, I can assure you my dulcet tones are coming through just perfectly over on my stream at twitch.tv/slanginbedmore.
Yeah, they're also coming through perfectly fine for me. So I'm confused as to why... Hold on, let me load up my...
It's gotta be happening in OBS.
Maybe. I've been doing some tweaking recently, so that might be the case.
Yeah, I remember.
Hey, I've got a new webcam. I wanna use it.
Was that a Christmas present?
Well, the camera it wasn't, but the capture card that is allowing me to use it was, yes.
Ah. Okay, chat, does Lucian sound crackly on my end? Okay, chat, does Lucian sound crackly on my end? Which I swear is not just a polite to one streams of Lucian's, but you know.
Okay. No, that is actually like static mic levels of crackly.
Oh.
I'm not certain what is causing that. I'm gonna be honest. That
like I said, it has to be OBS.
If
you're not hearing it, then the game isn't transmitting it as crackly, which means the only way that it could be coming through crackly is when it goes into the stream setup.
Yeah, hold on, let me
Oh good, I'm
Okay,
not
give
going
that
out
a
yet.
test.
There
Okay.
once was a woman from Venus, whose head was shaped like a... Anybody? No? I always wanted to get to
That
finish that.
seems to
Anybody?
have
No?
fixed it. Okay.
What did you
That
What did you do?
seems to
Is
have...
the next question.
I turned the audio capture on and off again.
Oh, what model is the capture card?
Hmm? Oh no no
What
no!
model is...
Like the capture card isn't doing anything with your stuff.
Hmm.
It's not connected anywhere near the game. The capture card is simply routing the camera through to the computer.
The webcam?
It's a camcorder.
Oh, I see. Okay. What system did you reboot? What's the name of it?
Hmm?
What
It's
is...
just game audio capture. It is the old game audio capture. It's the plug-in version, not the beta version that OBS has at the moment. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
I got nothing, but occasionally my sound capture also messes up. But
Yeah.
usually that just means I lose game audio or like other things. Usually it's not like it comes crackly.
Yeah.
But
I mean, at
eh,
least they could still hear you, at the very least.
yeah. I mean, of
At
course,
least
it's the best
they
part.
could hear you enough to know that there was a problem. Yeah, not sure what caused that. That's weird. Anyway,
Yeah. Anything
how...
else for Christmas so far?
anything else for Christmas? Well, my aunt loves to send weird presents, right?
Oh, uh-huh.
This year she sent me a silk handkerchief
Ooh.
in yellow and black, which
Mm-hmm.
fair enough.
A
A
silk handkerchief is very on brand.
a wine cork and corkscrew with mustache handles.
Oh, very funky.
Very funky. Something called I think pepper body wash and face wash. That's like lemon and rosemary scented.
Huh.
And a packet of Jaffa chocolate chip cookies.
I mean, who doesn't like to get Jaffa cakes on a celebration
No,
anyway?
no, not Jaffa cakes. Jaffa chocolate chip cookies.
Same diff, Julie?
No, actually.
No?
No.
Are they quite distinct from Jaffa
Very
cakes?
distinct, surprisingly enough. Like, when I opened them, I just expected, like, Jaffa cakes with a small twist. But no, they were actually, like, oatmeal chocolate chip cookies with a layer of orange chocolate, orange-flavored chocolate underneath them.
Hmm.
Which was
That
very
that
strange.
is quite distinct, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It was a little odd. Not bad, just a little strange. Yeah. My mother has decided to send any Christmas presents after the Christmas rush, which I don't blame her for, to be honest.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable to me, honestly.
Like, the amount of stuff that gets lost in the Christmas mail is, terrifying, actually.
It's non-zero, if nothing else.
Yeah. So my mother decided, I'm gonna send your stuff through after Christmas when there isn't, like, millions of parcels going through, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Zarian was the one who got me the capture card.
Okay.
So, yeah. And in return, I have been slowly but surely putting together a waistcoat for him.
Ah.
Which is working. It's working out fine. I've cut out all the pattern pieces and stuff, but I'm still missing the buttons. So I'm waiting for those to arrive before I start stitching everything together.
Promise you'd make me, or at least didn't you at least say you'd make me one of those many
Yeah.
eons ago?
I still plan to, but I need your measurements, Lying. I
In
can't
fairness,
make you a waistcoat if I don't have your measurements.
In fairness, my measurements have been quite in flux over the past,
I'm aware.
3
I'm
years.
aware. But like, I can make a waistcoat that can be adjusted. You know. Like that is a possibility. I just need generalized measurements between X and Y sides. Like, but yeah, I am happy. I will happily make you a waistcoat as soon as I have your measurements, or maybe not as soon as, more like a few months after I get your measurements. Once I have the motivation to do it.
I expect to give you my measurements and then to hear a knock at my door as the delivery arrives.
I mean, I wish you the best of luck with that, but I don't think that the British Postal Service is quite that fast. But yeah. Now I have some different fabrics actually that I can send you pictures of if you would like. I have two sets of fabrics that you might like. I have one which is this lovely deep blue with golden stars on it. And I have another which is this really nice sort of rich blue with silver stars on it. And then I have a few that are in reds and greens as well. But it really depends on what you'd like and what you're interested in wearing, realistically speaking. I can go out and look for other fabrics. That is also an option. If you want me to look for something specific, there's a high likelihood I can find it.
I'll just do what everyone does these days and type it into an AI thing. Just shoot you whatever pops out. I've seen coders use that, and it disturbs me to no end.
No, don't like it. Don't like it. Absolutely not.
What's a good name for this sword? Because it's occurred to me that I have not, in fact, ever named this sword so far, and that might come back to bite me later.
I mean, what's your usual
sharpness
naming scheme for like tools and weapons and stuff?
Well, let's see. I think I usually call my trident patreon.com/lying.
I mean, fair enough. Yeah.
And I usually call my crossbow like and subscribe. I'm not sure. I can't recall what I called it last season.
I mean, in fairness, that's a very YouTuber thing to do. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Let me see. My fortune pick is called the Weasel. My main work pick is called the Workhorse. My silk touch shovel is called Green Bums, and my bow is currently called Lungalus.
Okay. Your bow is called Lungalus.
And my shoes are called the Fox Slippers.
Okay.
I know I don't have much of a cohesive naming scheme today.
Yeah, the naming scheme's a little bit all over the place. How about... I mean, you've got Lungalus, so maybe something Lord of the Rings related for your weaponry. What was the name of the sword in the name of the sword that got reforged?
It was made from the shards of Narsil, I believe, and it was made into Anduril. I am digging deep into my Lord of the Rings knowledge there, off the top of my head.
Okay,
it was Aragorn's sword.
Yeah.
Anduril, yeah. Forged from the shards of Narsil. Wow, I'm surprised I no skipped that. Okay.
Oh, gods.
He does have another sword. I don't know that it has a name.
I mean... Trying to think of a play on words for, like, Narsil or Anduril. That involves something relating to you.
Yeah, there's not much, is there?
Hey, Corv. I guess maybe... Maiduril? As in Maiding Do?
I think I'm just gonna go with patreon.com/lying. If that's my option, I'm going with patreon.com/lying.
I mean, you could just name it /lying.
Yeah. But then
Maybe.
if some rando comes into chat, they won't know that I'm referring to Patreon with it.
Uh-huh.
Also, /lying sounds like a command.
Sounds like a what?
Like a command.
Lying to summon the lying.
Yeah, either it summons me, or there's like arguments that makes it alter me, or it just makes the target become a lying. I don't know.
This is how the lying spreads.
Yeah, a new universe is added to the multiverse.
Oh dear.
Okay, right. I today need to build, or at least get a decent amount of progress on building a lumber mill.
Oh.
Because we are frequently out of lumber over here.
Do you want me to build the exterior again?
Maybe not just yet.
Maybe not.
The engineering. Wait till I've got the engineering in, at least.
Fair enough.
Yeah, we've got.
Then you'll just take like what was it? A year to make the adjustment I needed you to make, so that I could build the thing.
Yeah, we've got the mine, we've got the ice farm, and we've got the new slime farm, which has been very productive, and I'm probably going to open a store, I think, using the slime blocks from that. Possibly also the blue ice from this ice farm if it's productive enough. But we don't have anything to actually make, like, wood, which is kind of a core material of this game. So, yeah. I don't call it witch bane. I don't intend to ram it into my own face, is the thing.
I mean, I don't know, witch bane is considering that you, as the lying of this version of
I suppose
you
I could name something Angmar,
witch.
couldn't I? I could name something Angmar in reference to the Witch King.
You could. I don't know. I think Witchbane would actually work, considering the checkered past between all the other lyings and the witch.
Checkered past, you say?
I mean, if I recall...
Otherwise known as the witch is the source of every lying's trauma.
Well, yes, exactly. Like, Witchbane wouldn't be too far off, like, a good name for the sword. See what I mean?
There would definitely be some canonical basis for it, yes.
Exactly.
I feel like I might need to use this ice a bit more. I'm already extruding it from 6 different lanes, so...
Fair enough.
Well, yeah. It's like it forms above me and then gets pushed down from 6 different lanes. It is basically being extruded.
No, that's fair. That's fair. Hold on, I need to read something.
Oh. You finally caught up with chat.
No, it's been bugging me that I've been wanting to read it. In the village lore, thus was written: a dapper Victorian-esque gentleman came to our village. They proclaimed that your beds, your bread, and your parents are mine, but I shall leave you with your apples, because tooth decay is nothing to smile at. Then they departed. Through a glowing doorway, we were left chagrined. Nothing else was written. The memoirs of the village that I have raided for their parents, their bread, and their beds, apparently. That is, I did actually just steal all their beds, all their bread, and I'm stealing their parents as well. So, you know.
Yeah, chat, this is the ice farm that we made last time, with the exception that it now has all of its modules. I have also considerably extended the timer by adding a binary counter, so It only fire. There's a lot more time for the ice to actually like form because ice likes to form against other bits of ice. So harvesting it too frequently means that you get less gain from it, basically. But this is now working pretty smoothly, I think. Yeah.
Me used to Discord specific push to talk and forgetting that I have rebound the push to talk in Minecraft to be a different key so that I didn't overlap with Discord.
Uh-huh.
I think
Were you trying to say
that,
something?
actually.
You got something to say, Lucian?
Many things. Why are you not surprised that I steal people? I don't steal people. I steal villagers.
Oh, the humanity. That is definitely a choice name, I think, for villager kind. Alright, first things first, where am I gonna put this? Where am I gonna put this lump? I think a good idea to put it somewhat central. I still like villainity. Villainity. Yeah, villainity sounds like it's making a moral judgment of the villagers. Whereas, at best, I think the villagers are idiots.
Yeah, I would agree.
Like, the pillagers are hostile mobs, and they seem to have a definite, like, crime kind of bent to them, but I don't think the vast majority of villagers are pillagers.
I mean, I would define... Oh, God. I would define the dynamic of villagers versus pillagers as pillagers are not so much... Ooh, I think that's the nether tunnel system. Nice. I'm getting close to my goal in that case. I would say that, like, villagers and pillagers are not, in fact, the same species. Because...
Really? You don't... They don't strike you as, like, being an ethnic group?
I would say that, I would say that, like, villagers and pillagers, or illagers, villagers and illagers, are two completely separate species, on the basis that, well...
On the basis that we don't see pillagers and villagers breeding together?
Well, no, I was gonna say on the basis that, like, on the basis of general temperament and, like, the fact that a lot of, like...
Actually, I suppose it would be discriminatory to describe the pillagers as an ethnic, given that we've also described them as being crime-oriented.
Yeah, a little bit.
That would probably count as discriminatory.
I would say
maybe there are like passive pillagers, but we've never met them.
Maybe, but I would say that, like, they're two distinct species that have evolved in the same situation, but in distinctly different, like, environments.
So you think it's convergent evolution?
I would say it's convergent evolution. Yeah, I would say that like.
I think it's more likely that they're like offshoots of the same ancestor.
Maybe.
Maybe the ancestor is the Testifacate.
I mean, that's technically true. I suppose in some ways.
Yeah, the pillager species went to somewhere that is presumably much colder than the rest of the villagers live. Diverged over generations.
Yeah.
Which is actually how you also get ethnic groups, but I think we're taking this a few steps further. Hello, pillager, just to prove my point. How are you doing? There a raid behind you? Yes, there is. Okay, right, eat bow.
Okay, so I need minus 499, minus 751. Those are my coordinated... that is my coordinate drop-off point, as it were.
Right.
And
here.
once I have that, I will
It's
transport
easier if you
the
weren't
villagers by
filling me
boat.
full of holes.
And then I will be able
There we
to hopefully make an iron farm and maybe get myself some village trading set up.
I think I've got a decent spot here, so now I have to think of the mechanics of how this is going to work. I need a tree growing chamber and then an area to hold all of wood. And ideally I need to shove that into an area where the wood gets automatically harvested. For the moment, we'll just settle for having a place to store it.
Villagers are just villagers at the weekend. I mean,
pillagers are just villagers that uphold a purge.
pillagers are just villagers that listen to Taylor Swift.
Are you not a fan?
No! No! I'm not! I'm really not!
What do you have against Taylor Swift?
Many things.
International music sensation Taylor Swift.
Many things.
Whether you like her or not, I'm not wrong.
I mean, you're not wrong. I wish you were. Like, some of the things that woman has said. I'm
Did
sorry.
she say something about Israel?
I believe she's said something about Israel, she's said something about gay people, she's said many different things. I can't really keep track of it, and her fans are,
Oh.
another breed
Are
entirely,
the fans
shall
like,
we say.
like Five Nights fans?
Oh, well...
Dream fans? Or Mr. Beast fans?
No. Swifties are in a league of their own, one might say. They really are. Some of the things that I have seen Taylor Swift fans say, like, no, thank you, I'm good. No, I like Caro Emerald and Imelda May. Imelda May's very good, good artist, singer, songwriter.
Buzz recently got into League of Legends despite their best efforts, so I've been listening to a fair bit of League of Legends
Okay,
music
yes.
recently.
No, in fairness, the League of Legends songs are actually really good.
Yeah, I've kind of had gods. I think most recent music video they put out, sort of on loop.
Yeah, fair enough. I haven't
pretty
caught
good.
up with the latest League of Legends songs. But they're usually pretty good bangers. The in-house band for League of Legends is pretty good. There's some good metal there. I don't remember when I last listened to League of Legends stuff, but it's good. Yeah. I personally, at the moment, my big thing is like LGBT pride songs. So,
Okay.
like, hold on. Let me bring up my sadly short pride playlist.
I mean, sure, you've got to have some Elton John in.
Yeah, I need to add Elton John into that actually. It's very short. There's only like 7 or 8 songs on it because I'm trying to find more that I like. But Sarah Barrios is very good. She did Thank God You Introduced Me to Your Sister, which is a very lesbian song.
Yeah, that's very sapphic coded.
Yeah. Then there's History Hates Lovers, which is pretty good.
Yeah, because everyone knows they were just roommates. They were just really good friends.
I see you've heard that one.
I haven't heard that one. I just know that one.
You just know that one. Fair enough. Yeah.
I am very familiar with the
Yeah, no,
tendency
that's-
of cishet archaeologists and whatnot to ascribe cishet interpretations to their things.
Then there's one by Imelda May and Noel Gallagher, which is called Just One Kiss. And it's not specifically like gay as a song, but the music video is fun. Like, very fun. Two men kiss in it constantly. The sexual tension is out the window. So that's included. Oh, and of course there's Sub Radio, which is just like everything that they've done so far is very, very bisexual in so many ways.
Right.
They have quite a few covers under their belt, including Stacy's dad.
Oh.
Yes.
They're that group. Gotcha.
Yes. Well, one of a few different groups who's done Stacy's dad, I think, but they've done it very well. And they also did King of My Heart, which is pretty good, as well as Bye Bye Bye. So yeah, they're pretty good. Sub Radio, if you want good LGBT like stuff, they're pretty damn good. Of course, Matt Fischel does pretty decent gay songs as well.
Oh.
Radio-friendly pop song for a start. Pretty good.
I kind of want to use flying machines to position these logs in an aesthetic place, but I'm not sure how to do so. For one thing, I can't grow trees sideways.
I mean, you can't, but you can build a piston arm system that will make them sideways.
No? The logs, I mean. So the logs are always going to be facing upwards.
Oh, well, yeah, no, there's nothing that you can really do about that.
Yeah. I think I would like to make it look like they were laid in like a pile, but even if the logs are facing upwards, I don't think I can accomplish that because I'm gonna have to push basically the entire tree sideways, probably.
I mean, yeah, it's not really a way you can do that properly. Like the best I could offer is like build a pile next to it and make it look like that's what is actually happening when it's not.
I guess I could kind of make a recursive feed line, ticker tape essentially. That could cause a lot of noise.
I mean, anything with pistons will cause a lot of noise.
Not wrong there. I'll just have to go with a brick for the time being. Woe is me. Easiest
Woe is
and
you
most
having
efficient.
to brick.
Hey, I haven't bricked anything in years.
You haven't I would like to press X to doubt on that claim.
I haven't killed any electronics in a long while.
The fact that you're denying it like this tells me that's probably not true.
I used to. When I was, like, still hobbying around with electronics, I definitely did brick a fair few systems. But I have not bricked anything in a good while.
Fair enough. I will accept this plea.
Plea? We're calling it a plea now?
I'm calling it a plea, yes. A plea of truth, I might say.
I also haven't bricked any computer systems in a good long while. Since I think my... like, the laptop I no longer have. So
need
yeah, I haven't. Given that we are currently publicly broadcasting, I will announce nothing that should be distributed to the police. So,
What was that?
given that we are currently publicly broadcasting, I shall announce nothing that should be told to the police.
I mean, fair enough.
Hence, I have not bricked anything in years. There is no format
Not
in
even
which I have
Pentagon. Oh,
something.
hello.
You good?
Ancient debris.
Oh, neat.
Just came across it while mining. That's pretty good. I'll drop a bed for that.
It's in the Nether, so I wouldn't recommend dropping a bed there.
Well, no, I'm just dropping an item on the floor so that I can pick up the ancient debris. Not just putting a bed down and sleeping in it.
Doesn't the ancient debris spawn pretty low in the world? In the Nether?
I mean, it does, but it's like, it's a higher chance to spawn low in the world. Not like, it's not guaranteed.
The optimum is pretty damn low as well.
Yeah, the optimum is low, but it can spawn like from anywhere from 0 to the highest level. It spawns best either really low or really high, but it's not unheard of to appear in the middle ground as well.
Okay. What do I want to
Wow!
You good?
Lava.
Oh yeah, that happens. I don't want to make this able to support 2x2 trees. Because last season I did not do that.
Came right out of the wall right next to me. Ugh.
That'll happen. Whenever that will
I
happen.
wasn't paying attention.
Oh, yeah.
If you want a good LGBTQ plus band listen to look up the Irrepressibles.
Oh, that reminds me, I have to end stream early a little bit tonight, folks, because I am going to see and my mother and her partner, and also my sister-in-law and her partner.
Indeed. If I go down
Yippee.
here.
Yippee, but it means I need to be up very early to catch a train. So,
Good. I have found the ice line.
Ice line?
The ice line, yes. At least someone's ice line, but it looks good.
The way that you're saying it makes it sound like... How do I put this? It sounds like an Apple product.
The ice line?
Yeah.
As brought to you by Apple.
Well, you're in the Nether, so I guess it could theoretically have been delivered by Steve Jobs.
I mean, maybe.
You are in hell.
Perhaps. Let's see. Where am I? Is the question. Ah, okay. I see. I think.
Do you?
Maybe. Okay. Whose tunnel am I down?
Oh, you might be down Stig's if you've hit a bastion.
Night Foxes, actually.
Oh.
That's the Iron Bombman's tunnel, which I think is the one I acquired. Maybe. Iron Bomb, yeah. And then my door is...
What's the ticking I'm hearing?
Oh, that's me pressing my spacebar.
Why are you ticking it like a metro? Why are you hitting your spacebar like a metronome?
Oh, it's to speed me up while sprinting down ice pathways, because the ceiling's so low.
Right, yes, that makes sense, unfortunately.
Has someone been up here? Someone has been up here. blocked off my route in the process. Actually, no, that might have been Enderman.
Conceivably, Endermen do spawn in Never nowadays.
Yeah.
Didn't used to, but they do now.
Yeah. There were days when that was not the truth of it.
Yeah, indeed, as the advancement you just got says, those were the days.
Those were the days, my friends, when
When you
Endermen
couldn't
never
get literally
spawned
everything
in
you
the
needed to
Nether.
go to the end in the Nether.
Oh, hello. Hello, friend. Hello. I'm wearing golden boots. You don't care about them.
They're wearing the court-appointed fashions.
Exactly. Oh, that's a lot of zombie pig. Okay. So I am here. I think I need to dig down a bit.
Yeah, so far for Christmas I've gotten a couple of presents. I got a present from Buzz, which was the complete DVD series of Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid.
Okay.
Which is one of my favorite anime series of recent years. It is extremely sapphic, and it also like it feeds to it feeds to a lot of like very real and very true kind of parts about society in a weird way. Like there's an episode where they go to a convention, and it's like they discover that in amongst the crowd of humans there is a number of like beasts, monsters, yokai, geckos. And they talk to them, and they reveal that they come to these conventions because it's like the one place on Earth basically where they don't have to hide who they are, which is, oh boy, that's relatable.
Yeah.
But it gets even more relatable because when they find out that Toru is a dragon, they flee in terror.
Yeah.
And that speaks to a lot of problems that even the LGBT community is occasionally guilty of.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I highly doubt that they were thinking of that when they wrote that particular episode, but it certainly comes through.
I mean, are the writers of Dragon Maid, like, are there LGBTs among them? Because if there are, well...
I wish I knew. I don't. But it's a very sapphic story, so I have to imagine there's at least a couple.
Oh, probably. More than likely. Night Fox, I'm sealing access to your tunnel.
The titular Miss Kobayashi can also be extremely easily read as ace, or asexual at the very minimum. Because she repeatedly notes that she has never had sex and has absolutely no interest with any character whatsoever of having sex. Like, which comes up a lot because Toru can be quite forceful, though she does tone it down later on in the series. So it's just like this character can easily be read as like ace. She like repeatedly is she is repeatedly misconstrued as not being like as basically as not being a woman, despite the fact that she clearly uses feminine pronouns and like doesn't make any efforts to like not. She doesn't make any effort to be masculine. She just doesn't like. Basically, she could be agender. It's entirely possible. And it's just it's wonderful. There's a couple of details about it. As with any anime series, it is subject to a certain volume of BS. But it's a series that I really enjoyed. So I would highly recommend checking that out, everybody, if you haven't seen Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. It is a lot of fun. That should be attracting.
I'm sorry, Night Fox, I've stolen part of your tunnel.
Okay. Now, everything above this pad, I need to get shoved sideways and then put into a large cube that I can just, I guess, hold left click with an axe against. Yeah, and the other present that I got recently is a box of Fruity Ferrero Rocher, courtesy of our wonderful server mates, Predicted Cyborg, from Through Wishlist.
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
lovely.
Which I will, for the sake of exposure, link in my chat. There we go. There is plenty of stuff on that. Do feel free to give if you have anything to give. Unlike Jacob Marley. I love that. We did have my annual rewatching of A Christmas Carol starring Sir Patrick Stewart recently, and that meant I got to experience all the wonderful Dickensian like sass. Like Charles Dickens has some really choice roasts in his stories.
So I hear. Did you hear that apparently Neil Gaiman did a reading of Christmas Carol live on stage this year?
What? No.
Yeah. Apparently it was very good. Apparently he was in full Charles Dickens getup. I saw some pictures. It looked really cool.
Nice, nice.
Kinda sad that I didn't hear about it until like the day it happened. So I was like, I doubt I could have gone, but like I would have liked to have had the opportunity, you know?
Yeah, I can understand that.
But yeah. But yeah, that it sounds very, very.
Yeah, but yeah, like one of the earliest roasts you get in that particular story is when Scrooge is talking to the ghost of Jacob Marley, and he asks, at least in terms of the Stewart interpretation, and I trust Stewart pretty well. He says, "Jacob, speak comfort to me, Jacob," and Marley just flatly responds, "I have none to give," which is just
rude.
So nice, so nice.
Okay, so on the subject of like series and watching things, new Doctor Who.
Oh, Shooty.
Shooty, what do we think?
I haven't seen it. I
don't have a
TV license. I don't have a TV license, so legally I'm not allowed to watch it on iPlayer. And it's on Disney Plus, isn't it?
Legally, I'm not allowed to watch it on iPlayer, but I watched it on iPlayer anyway because they can't tell.
Yeah, if anyone wondering, if you don't have a TV license and you get a letter that says that you don't have a TV license and they're going to come fine you or something, it's absolutely 100%. It's absolutely a lie, because the only way that they could know if you've been watching anything would be to illegally monitor you.
Yeah.
So.
A bold-faced lie.
Yeah, either they are committing a crime in order to know if you are committing a crime, or they don't know and it's just propaganda. It's just scare tactics.
Yeah, no, it is complete scare tactics. But I'm assuming that you have watched the episode prior to the Christmas episode with the Toymaker,
where Neil Patrick Harris eats the furniture, and also Ncuti Gatwa is trouserless.
Yes.
For his entire appearance.
Yes.
I'm
where we are relatively certain. Where we are relatively certain
that David Tennant is. Yeah, that David Tennant is Commando.
Yeah.
This is such a weird detail, but yes.
It's a weird detail, but you notice it when you realize what's happened.
I mean, they both. The 14th and 15th Doctors both have shoes and socks on, though. So...
No, Gatwa has the shoes. No, Gatwa has the shoes and socks. Tennant does not. Tennant isn't wearing any shoes.
Okay, then yeah, he he is in fact Commando.
Yes. Logically, indeed.
Thank you, Russell T. Davis, for that. Don't thank you for very much, but thank you for that.
I mean, in fact, Russell T. Davis has done good in the past, and I hope will continue to do good.
Also, he's done some wrongs.
Has he? I mean, I don't keep up with this stuff, but like...
Well, I remember I remember back in the day, there were things that he definitely been much better about.
I
Like,
mean,
he may have gotten better in the recent years.
I mean,
I hope he has, but
it's growth, hopefully.
mhm.
But yeah, no, I mean, I heard, I've seen enough of like the original Russell T Davies episodes to know that there was some things that needed to be worked on, but for the most part, it was better than Moffat.
Yeah,
But that's
Moffat
not a
can
high
only really
bar,
write.
in fairness.
Yeah, he can only really write short series, like maybe
Hmm.
5 or 6 episodes before his ideas completely fall apart. Also, he's a massive douchebag with extremely bigoted ideas that he just continually tells on himself about.
I don't know about that one. But in fairness, when I watched like Davis's original like Doctor Who episodes, I was like early teens at most. So
Bear in mind, Moffat is who we unfortunately have to blame for Sherlock.
yeah, yeah.
How many times have I had to hear about high functioning sociopaths since
Oh
that?
God,
Ugh.
I
I'm getting
can
issues.
imagine.
Issues.
But from your impressions from the Toymaker episode, which in all honesty, I think Neil Patrick Harris had a blast with that episode. I'm gonna be honest. Like that man loves a musical, and
I
I
mean, he
think
was in
getting
a few of them.
he's in a lot of them. I think. But like I think getting to do a musical on Doctor Who probably a highlight of his career at the very least, if not one of at least my favorite appearances of his. Although in fairness, I also enjoyed his appearance as the music maestro in Batman: Brave and the Bold. But
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
I love me a bit of Neil Patrick Harris
I can
on the
still
vocals.
like sing almost entirely from memory large chunks of Doctor Horrible.
How old
You
are
ever?
you, Crawling Chaos? I'm
Well,
curious now.
Tom Baker was the 4th Doctor.
Tom Baker was the fourth Doctor.
Hmm.
When was Tom Baker? What year was that? That was the 90s, right? Like 90s,
No,
late
the
80s,
90s was
early
the 8th
90s?
Doctor.
Uh, mm,
The 90s was Sylvester McCoy.
hmm. So, what do we think?
He was the Doctor in
70s, 80s?
1974.
1974. Yeah. When Tom Baker was the fourth Doctor, Crawling Chaos, I wasn't alive. Beat that.
Um, the constituent atoms of my being were around.
Yeah. Like I
That's
was
as much
not
as I'll say.
around. I was still a glimmer in my mother's eye, as it were.
Not your father's, just your mother's.
No, definitely not my father's. Definitely not. I'm gonna be honest. If my father had ever thought about having a child at that point in his life, I think he would have probably thrown up. I think he still throws up to this day at the thought of me being born. So you know, I'm not a nice man. Not a nice man. You get what I mean.
I'm the vibe I'm getting is homophobe.
No, the vibe you're getting is man who never wanted to be a dad. He's not homophobic. He's just an asshole.
I see.
Like, if he'd actually put in the time, he would have probably been a good dad. There were moments in my life where I thought he was a good father. And then there was a lot more moments where he was just absent. Like, from 0 to 5 years old, where he wanted nothing to do with me. And then he found out about child support payments.
my dad is... we had a rough start, I guess I'll put it, and we still kind of do, because my dad is he's from the side of my family who thinks too little, as opposed to my side who thinks way too much. But we found out very, very, very late into my my adolescence that my dad had been suffering from substantial panic attacks for most of his life, which affected his behavior in ways that were perhaps predictable. So if we'd known that, we probably would have gotten along a lot better, but as it is, it certainly had an impact on our relationship.
I can imagine.
So there were definitely moments of my adolescence where I was very on outs with my dad, but nowadays I see him more as he probably actually is an idiot with problems, which describes most beings, I think.
I mean, my father is an alcoholic and a smoker, and for the first 5 years of my life, he wanted nothing to do with me. And then he tried to take my mother to court so that he could get sole custody, so that he could get child support payments from her. So,
Guy who wanted nothing to do with you tried to get custody.
Yeah. And then left me with my grandmother most of the time. Who he still lives with, by the way. He still lives with his mother.
Fairness, so does my uncle.
I mean, yeah, but does your uncle at least help out around the house?
I should hope so. My grandmother would
my father does not. My father is the kind of man that I would like to throw out a window. And that is public knowledge to pretty much every single member of my family, including him. There is a reason that he and I do not get along.
I think I may need some honey to make this work.
Honey, 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 must be funny in a bee-man's world.
Are you trying to tell me that you like jazz?
I like ABBA. But that's not jazz.
Technically.
You can't tell me that ABBA is jazz. ABBA is pop.
Jazz is all about the notes you don't play, so technically it could be jazz.
Absolutely not. Okay, time to transport some villagers. Do I have my boat? I do have my boat. Wonderful. Enderman, get out of the way.
At some point I need to move some stuff to the nether roof just so it's less accessible from the nether. Don't want any looky-loos coming and stealing my slime.
Okay.
At least not without paying for it. Lady is not the oldest. I mean, I'm eternal and ancient, but you do you.
Yeah, but how old are you actually?
Are you asking for my government age?
I'm asking for your birth date, your mother's maiden name, and the first 4 digits of your credit card number. Etc. etc.
Well, I'm definitely not giving you that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think I'd find much in there, to be honest.
Definitely not. But you would find GoFundMe money, so you could be, you could commit a hate crime.
God. I think I'm good,
I think stealing GoFundMe money for someone's transition would constitute a hate crime.
Probably, yeah.
In that is literally a crime that could only be like executed against a person of protected category.
Ugh, big, go away. Sorry, slimes. Or magma cubes.
Can I get this to fly across the room?
Block off
Answer
this side so
proper.
the villagers don't try and escape. Go. And now we head on through.
You were not heading through just quite yet.
No, I was looking at my handiwork and I thought, well, a villager could probably try and do something stupid there. Okay. Villagers, I have come to steal you away.
If you've come to sweep them off their feet.
Something like that. You there, what are you? A stonemaker? Stonemason, maybe? Yeah, you'll do.
Stonemaker.
Stonemason.
I think that's all the volcano.
What?
Something that makes stone. Is that not a volcano?
I wouldn't think so, no.
It certainly counts in this game. Lydia, are you okay? Okay.
Get in the boat. Oh. Let's see.
Oh, that was definitely a fail. That not work as intended.
How about you? Yes, you will do nicely. Nope, stay still. I said stay still.
Why do you think they will listen to you?
I don't know. Maybe some banal hope. There we go. To the portal, my friend. To the portal.
This isn't working. It's because the actual pushing part of it is too heavy. Rats.
And through he goes. There you are, friend. Now we shall set sail. Kind of. Rowing along across the seas of hell and back, I say, what a chance to get a better peek at the demons and plants among the deep. We glide far along the lava tide.
Are you gonna sing the entire time?
No, no. The journey's far too long to sing the entire time. Oh. I was having a bit of fun. Maybe I should do a nether cover of bedknobs and broomsticks. Get into that side of MCYT stuff.
MCYT.
Welcome to
Really?
Tumblr and its acronyms.
I'm aware of the acronym.
Yeah.
Just MCYT. Just decided to pronounce that.
I mean, it's easier than going Minecraft YouTuber. Like,
Can't deny that.
the knockoff YMCA. Wow. MCYT. It's fun to stay at the MCYT. Yeah, no, that does sound like a knockoff YMCA. Oh, bad. Come now, my friend. You shall find your existence in my tiny pocket of ground that I have made filled with beds, and you shall breed. Your brain is going places as well tonight, it seems? Yeah, apparently. I'm feeling very scrappy tonight, and apparently Lydia is going into YMCA territory. So, line. Quick query. The new upcoming Minecraft updates now include a command to change the scale of the player.
Ah, yes.
Thoughts?
I already implemented it myself in 1.12.
Fair enough.
Like 8 versions ago.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Most modders have. But still, it's coming to vanilla.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Wish they paid me.
The scale,
nice to be
yes.
paid, you know.
So the scale of the character model, height, size-wise, you can go from, I think, 0.1 to 32, I think. And I think the highest, the tallest you can make yourself is the same size as a zombie giant, right?
Yeah. If only they actually, like, put some use to those giants. Ever. I
mean, I'm gonna be honest, I never expect to see them do anything with them, but, you know, maybe that's just me. So yeah, you can be basically, like, 1 inch tall, or alternatively, you can be as tall as a mountain. Kind of. In you go. Give me my boat back. Hi, Grohl.
Hello.
Hello to the man who caused me an almost heart attack.
An almost heart attack?
I mean, what would you define me going high repeatedly without really any other input than having an almost heart attack? Oi, stay still. There we go. Now come, my friend, you must join your brethren, of which there are none as of yet, in the bed pit.
I need to make a self-return flying machine, which is a non-zero challenge, to say.
Okay, and now we shut you in the bed pit. There we go. Wonderful. How are you, Grohl? How are you today after yesterday's decision to drop 38 subs on me in one bloody sitting? I'm still recovering from that, by the way. Very unexpected. A little bit mad.
Mad?
Mad. Madness.
There's anger in this?
Madness. Insanity. Insanity to spend that much money on me, of all people.
Yeah, you could have supported a local trans person's transition. Wink, wink.
Yes. There are many other causes that could have been that money could have been spent on. I am probably the last one, but the people should spend money on. Oh god, I'm starting to sound like Ed. Oh dear. I mean, in fairness, he and I share a very similar mindset when it comes to people throwing money at us. A posher
I'm
Ed.
in the mindset of I need money in order to survive, but also I am unaccustomed to people actually giving it. So
yeah, it's 25% in sub right now. Oh yeah, it is slightly cheaper at the moment. Ah no! Oh bloody no! No! Get off my bridge! Rude. Go away. Sorry, magma slimes. You were saying, Lang?
yeah, it is currently 25% off on a Twitch for gifting subs.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I mean, Ed's having a bit of a time. Like, in fairness, Lydia, like, when I first met Ed, he was still playing the character of the Over-Englishman.
The Over-Englishman?
Yeah, that was his channel name back in the day.
I see.
I contacted Ed. He had like 25,000 subscribers at the time, I think, something like that.
What happened? What happened?
I don't actually know. I think he took a break for a while, and most of those subscribers kind of just became like floating points, as it were. Like, you know, when someone takes a break for a while and then most of their subscribers just stop watching them, but they're still subscribed, sort of thing.
Yep, I know that. I know that well.
Yeah, so... Hold on, let me check something. Yeah, no, he still has 41,000 subscribers. And yeah, work drove the poor man into the floor. And he did one cover, one like replica of the Moana's like "You're Welcome," but a Star Wars theme version, and that is the only thing his channel is known for now. And he's like, I don't want to be known for this, please. But yeah, I contacted Ed when he had like 40,000 subscribers. I literally went, hey, do you want to do a collab and play Magicka with me? And he was like, yes! I never get this sort of email. Yes, I will do this with you. And I was like, what do you mean you never get this sort of email? You have 40,000 subscribers. And he's like, I don't know, I just never get this sort of email. Nobody ever wants to collaborate with me. And I'm like, seriously? Why? So yeah, that was how me and Ed met. I literally went, hey, do you want to do this? And he was like, yeah, I want to do this. You
dropped into somebody's you slid into his DMs like prompted and asked, would you like to collab with me for Minecraft?
Yeah, basically, for Magicka. But like, yeah, that was basically what I did. I slid into his DMs and went, hey, you want to collab? Which, you know, fun times. And that was years ago at this point, I think. But like, it was a fun time, and then Ed decided to rebrand because the whole Over-Englishman thing was not really what he wanted. It was very demanding on both his like time and stress and other stuff in general. So he decided that he would stop doing sort of the whole Over-Englishman persona, shall we say, and just do more like himself. But before that, when we were doing the Magicka stuff, one of the things that Ed said to me is, you're more British than I am. And that kind of stuck with me for a bit, because it was like, he was attempting to be the personification of the English persona. All the posh accent, the constant like bubbliness, the very much
the imperialism.
Well, yeah. Very much sort of what Americans think a British person would be like, basically. Very Mary Poppins.
As opposed to what a European would think a British person would be like.
Yeah.
For anyone who does not get that jab, in America, British people are thought to be very upper crust and posh, whereas in Europe, we're from up north, mate. We drink loads of lager. We get after pubs for football.
Yeah.
We're well known as louts.
Yeah, we're well known to be twats, basically,
Mm.
in a lot of European countries. But yeah, basically, when
Americans
Ed and
seem
I,
to think everyone.
hmm? What? What? Why? Hello?
Yes.
Okay, you cut out there for me.
Yes, because I lifted my mic so that I can take my meds on time for once.
Oh, okay.
But yes, Americans think that everyone from England sounds like they're on the evening news, because even Londoners
Yeah.
do not sound like Americans think British people sound.
Yeah. And essentially, Ed's persona was that sort of Americanized version of what an English person sounds like. And that was the persona that he kept trying to put on with his streams and with his videos, and it stressed him out quite a lot, if I recall correctly. And eventually he decided that he just didn't want to do that anymore, so he did his rebrand, went from the Over Englishman to Edit Ed, and I think he's a lot happier with his content and stuff now than he was before. But yeah, beforehand, it was quite interesting to have the man who basically reeked of Britishness tell me that I sounded more British than him. Oh gods! All right, Dragon Reaper.
Are you getting more? Is that what's happening?
No, Dragon Reaper told me to do 10 sit-ups, and I'm in the middle of
Oh, that, yes.
Okay, well, I just watched the Magma Cube jump off my bridge and commit suicide.
That's something.
So,
oh dear.
Yeah, that's a fun thing, apparently.
Well, we don't know what their quality of life's like.
I mean, I think a Magma Cube's quality of life really depends on the environment they're in. Like, I imagine that they need a relatively hot climate, you know. Like, being made of magma and stuff. Right?
One would expect it to be so.
Like, they spawn in a basalt hill. Oh, gods!
Yep.
I was trying to ignore that, but now I can't. I'll be right back, Line, while I read all this out.
Mm-hmm.
Growlmaster, you legend, you madman.
See, I can't turn this to the self-returning system.
Please stop giving me money. Why? Thank you for gifting 20 subs to the community. Thank you for gifting a tier 1 sub to Deradrick, to Mr. Tinman 425, to Dandrew Streams, to Valsion01, Chesturcito _ Steebear, Booked Books, Mega Skullmon Spockmon, That Valk _ Phototech TTV, Winter May Ammo 5, Axel _ Boris, Bellerophon 18, Julcath, Q the Silence, MDJ 19, Agent _ Kill 67, Walsh AOE, Lancelot 5000, and Trottils.
That did not work.
Gods.
Why? Why did
Lydia
that
rolled
tell me this
2d12.
isn't directional.
Got.
I'm gonna have to make this in a different angle.
I'm guessing either a 10 and a 10, or a 9 and an 11, or an 8 and a 12. And threw 20 subs. And you threw 20 subs at me because of it. A 10 and a 10. My god, man. My god. Why? Insanity, I tell you. I mean, in fairness, at least you're not Lord Cupson, who is a consistent gifter on Ed's streams I have seen. Lord Cupson likes to donate 50 subs a stream, from what I've seen. Give 50 subs a stream, but he likes to do it in like portions of 10, essentially, throughout the stream.
Right.
Which, you know, it's interesting to watch the people around Ed throw money at him, especially when he consistently tells them not to.
Yeah, it must be nice.
Well, I wouldn't usually know, but it is very nice. Thank you, Grohl. Even though I'm really not worth the money, I don't think. I barely upload stuff to Patreon these days. I did upload something new to Patreon the other day, actually. I did put some new stuff up there. And I got episode 6 of Oh god, I'm hitting my microphone.
Mic there a bit.
Yeah. I got episode 6 of Unlikely Reunion done the other week. I'm so happy about that. And then the premiere went live, and I was watching it, and I noticed a massive editing problem at the start, which could have given someone an epileptic fit. So I took it down and re-uploaded a new version in like an hour, which doesn't really make a difference for me since most people tune in after like a few hours to watch stuff that I post. But it was like there was a massive editing problem that apparently was being caused by one of the effects not working properly, which I was quite annoyed about, actually. Took me a bit to figure that one out. But yeah, episode 6 of Unlikely Reunion. Very happy about that. Pig, get out of the way. Get off my bridge. It's my bridge. Rude. But yeah.
Oh, there's a way to do this, and I'm just completely failing at making a self-turning flying machine. I actually need one of this.
I mean, I guess do it the way you should be doing it, and not the way.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I mean, I don't know flying machines. In fairness, they're actually a relatively new technology to me. I haven't really played with them all that much, even when they became a thing. Okay, villager man. Go to the beds. Ed 50 sub sound is my sound. The sound name is Tactical Groll Nuke. God. Where did my villager go?
That about makes sense.
Where has my villager gone? What? Well, not in the bed pit.
The bed pit.
The bed pit.
Oh,
there he is. No, stop
works.
Running away.
Nope, never mind, it stopped. It flew, but it didn't actually come back, so it's actually a... Damn it.
There we go.
I know I've done this before. I know I've made self-returning lateral flying machines before, because I used it to I used it to get rid of lava and such in my in the massive emerald farm that I did not in fact put on camera at all, so I have no footage to reference.
Ah, yes. Okay, I have
mistake.
my villagers.
Mm-hmm.
I can now begin breeding. I need bread.
Just remember how this works.
Or carrots. I don't have carrots. What I eventually need to do, one of the things that I need to do is the 50 sub announcement should be the Scarlet Special.
The Scarlet Special?
The Scarlet Special. Captain Scarlet. I think that's his name. Or yeah, probably. Can't remember. His name's Scarlet. Anyway, he was the person who gave me the current GPU that I'm using in my computer. After my old laptop kicked the bucket and I couldn't make content for like ages, Scarlet gave me well, his original plan was to give me one of his old GPUs. But it turned out it was cheaper to just buy me a new one than to ship one from the US.
Huh.
So he just bought me a 2080.
Well,
and that's basically what made it possible for me to do content creation again. So Scarlet has a permanent position as a member of as a name on my credits until such time as I replace my GPU, which is probably never going to happen, or at least not for a good few years, essentially. So he's been in my credits under the patrons for forever, and one of the things that I wanted to do, because he used to throw subs at me for a while as well, was that I wanted the 50 sub notification to be the Scarlet Special. So yeah, I wanted it to be like a set of naval cannons firing off with me in one of them, so shooting across the screen. Never got round to that one, but maybe one day. Maybe one day I'll get someone to animate that for me. Yeah, could be fun. There's a lot of stuff that I still want to do with the stream setup.
I'm building this east-west. Damn it! I'm building this east-west, and I bet that's why none of these are working.
Ah, I see. Is there a specific orientation that you need to build?
I virtually guarantee that's it. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Ugh, that's why none of these like designs that absolutely should be working aren't.
Yeah. General orientation is a pain. Do you have any carrots?
And full? Why?
I just need one so that I can plant it.
Well, we should have
Take
some in
the bread,
storage.
villagers. And breed. I require more of you. Wang's going west.
Yeah. Est to west.
Ast to west?
Est.
Est, I see.
Yeah, I can make a non-returning okay, well the graphics definitely just had a moment there. I can definitely send I can send it out, but I can't get it to self-return, and I need it to self-return because I don't know how much is going to be on the other end of it.
Fair enough, I suppose. Okay. I need... Okay, I have the villagers. Now I need to figure out the iron farm. But I want to build the iron farm in the building.
Sense.
Or near the building. Maybe under the building? Dig a hole. Might need to dig a hole.
That's the frequent requirements of Minecraft.
Yeah, I'm just... I want to build the iron farm in the refining building, essentially.
Makes sense, yes.
But the refining building is going to end up looking like a factory, basically. So it's finding the right either position or like place to put it, and I don't remember how big an iron farm can get these days. I know they can get pretty big. I'm just going for a small one.
They can also get very, very small.
I mean, yeah, they can be relatively small, but I'm not sure how small, how big even the small ones are, basically. So I need to look up a design for an iron farm that is relatively small in footprint and doesn't require too much in the way of additional area clearing. That can go there. That can go out there and go in here. And I will take this cherry trapdoor and I will put it in the villager pit. Can I climb this? No, I can't. That's fine. Gimme door. Gimme trapdoor. Gimme. There we go.
Oh, I don't recall exactly how this came up, but the Britney Spears song "Gimme More"
Yeah.
has been lightly stuck in my head all week.
Okay. That seems a little weird.
It's because there's a KDA, which is a League of Legends thing, song called "More."
Yes.
So when Fuzz and I were discussing like League of Legends music and such, that naturally came up, but I wasn't immediately familiar with it, so my brain was only able to come up with the Britney Spears song.
I see. God damn, I don't have a crafting table. I mean, in fairness, I have a few times listened to the varying KDA songs on loop, maybe, a lot actually. So, you know, I'm pretty familiar with their music at this point, I think. Okay, let's do that, close that, and close that, and close that. So now there are multiple exits for me and none for the villagers. Okay. Wunderbar. And then I'll dig under the train tracks and stick some more beds down there, I think.
This is gonna bug me. This is gonna really bug me.
What is?
I'm gonna figure this out. I swear I've done this before, but I cannot remember how at all.
So what early time are you going to have to call it, Lion?
Oh, in about 45 minutes.
Okay, so like half an hour earlier than normal.
Yes.
Okay.
Go quickly, like, get my dinner and whatnot, take the last of my meds for the night, and then go honkshu mimimi. So that I can be up bright and early to catch a before noon train.
Wonderful.
Mm.
Okay. I need an iron farm design. That's what I need. And from Minecraft.
Did you finish the sentence there, or did you just tab out?
I tapped out. Sorry.
Right. It's impossible to tell.
I can still hear you, so it's fine. I can always.
I know you can still hear me.
Okay. Let's see.
Some of the designs I can find online are using honey blocks, and others are using like slime blocks only, and then some of them are using redstone lamps, and some are using note blocks, and I have no idea the significance of that decision.
Okay, so I'm gonna need 3 beds, 3 villagers, a boat,
All
and a
I know
hut.
is mine ain't working.
Okay, I think I have an iron farm design. I might set up a temporary iron farm until I can actually do this properly in the build. Maybe. I think. Perhaps. Oh, God. I watched The Mask again the other day.
Oh. Oh.
Big mistake. Big mistake.
Why, pray tell, did you watch The Mask recently?
I don't know. Like, okay, so recently I found my old archive drives, basically. And I realized that one of them was so old that it requires USB 1.0 to transfer things properly. But my computer doesn't have any USB 1.0 ports because it's relatively new. So I hooked it into a USB 2.0 port and it connected, but the transfer speed was less than 350 KB a second. Which ain't great. So essentially, I had to transfer all of my films and stuff off that drive onto my computer and onto a new drive that would actually be able to handle decent transfer speeds, right? Because otherwise I would probably never be able to access any of that stuff again once I updated, because when I plugged it into a USB 3.0 slot, it just didn't register. So that meant that I was essentially going through my entire film archive, transferring 40 gigabytes of files at 350 kilobytes a second. Which essentially meant that one alphabetically organized file of films took 2.5 days to transfer.
Oh.
So in the time that other stuff was transferring, I just ended up watching the films that I had already transferred. Because I didn't have anything else to do, because it was taking up so much of my CPU load to actually manage the transfers. So at one point, I just ended up watching all 3 Men in Black movies, The Mask, The Hogfather, Going Postal, a bunch of other films that I had on my old drive, and The Mask was one of them. So I watched The Mask, and I'm glad that I don't have The Mask 2. I never downloaded that one. I think for good reason. But watching Jim Carrey play The Mask,
yes,
was a refresher in very strange humor.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's all I have to say on that one.
Understandable.
But yeah, I found out that I have a bunch of old films that I just had archived because I was like, I don't want to lose this stuff. And I also found out that I have some YouTube series archived. Surprisingly enough.
Right.
Including,
Such
but
as?
not limited to, most of the Flux Buddies series. And most of Dave's stuff.
Oh.
Which I wasn't aware that I had archived. Little bit confused about that one, but I have a lot of the Yogscast Complete stuff. Not as much as I thought, in fairness. But I think it was mainly because I got bored of archiving YouTube series, of which there are like 150 episodes of each, and I was having to do them one at a time. But I apparently did start archiving some YouTube series, for some reason. But then again, I was like 15 at the time, so maybe I had a reason back then. I don't know. It was a while ago.
Perhaps.
But yeah, so that was a thing that I found out. I also found out that I had archived one podcast, just one.
Exactly one podcast.
Exactly one podcast, missing the final episode.
Oh.
And there is a reason for that, actually. One podcast missing the final episode. That podcast was Wolf 359. Missing the final episode because, like that, in my mind, it hasn't ended yet. Because I liked that podcast so much that I was like, I don't want this to end. So I never listened to the final episode. So it hasn't finished for me yet. Yeah.
Sorry, chat, I can actually now see you again. I just had my other monitor completely filled up with a reference for how to build a self-returning flying machine that clearly doesn't. So...
Oh dear.
Yeah.
But yeah, what else do I have? I have a file filled with alphabetically organized music. I have a file that is filled with alphabetically organized TV shows, including Avatar: The Last Airbender, Legend of Korra, Gotham as well.
Legend of Korra is underrated in my book. Legend of Korra is really underrated in my book.
I really liked it. I think I liked Legend of Korra more than I liked the original.
Series would have been.
Like, I like
the original is very good if you are very young.
Yes.
Whereas Korra is very good if you've just aged out of watching Avatar, like Airbender.
Yes.
I think because Korra deals with much different and much more mature themes.
Yeah, no, I would agree.
Like depression and depression and living up to expectations on you and actual suicidal thoughts at one point.
Yeah.
Like trauma is dealt with in the course of Korra, and it's like deep into political issues as well. Like you can see the entire rise of Kuvira for the last season of that. It's oh.
Yeah, no, I would agree with you on that one. Like, Legend of Korra has a lot more mature topics than The Last Airbender does. And that's not to say that The Last Airbender doesn't have mature topics. It does. Like, there are definitely some topics in The Last Airbender that are quite mature for that age group that the show was directed at, I would say. But the Legend of Korra is definitely designed for an audience that has aged up a bit, I would say. Which makes it a little more appealing to an adult audience as well, I would think. But yeah. I personally prefer Legend of Korra to The Last Airbender. Although I will forever hold in my heart that at some point, years after the end of Avatar: The Last Airbender, Zuko and Sokka got married. I don't know. I like my gay ships.
We know in Korra that Zuko has children. That doesn't necessarily mean that was from his first marriage.
He could adopt.
Yeah, we never see his daughter's mother.
No, and we also know that
we never see Sokka basically ever again.
We see him. We see him in
one flashback. That is it.
But I think in Legend of Korra, Sokka is actually dead, I believe.
Yeah, I liked I liked that there was a big mystery about who Tuff's kids were fathered by.
Hmm.
And then it's just like, well, we got together, had kids, it didn't work out, and just moved on. It's like
Yeah.
that's an interesting thing to have for what is essentially a kids show, because
Yeah.
we're so often sold the thing of you get married and that's it until you die. It's like
Hmm.
having a genial relationship that involves children and is like not in that way anymore. That point where a relationship ends and it's actually just fine.
Yeah.
That's really nice. That's good to see.
It is. It is. Like,
Speaking as someone whose parents are no longer married to each other, but you know.
Yeah, I mean, my parents were never married in the first place, but that relationship is sour as wine, basically. Or curdled milk.
Sour as vinegar.
Well, I'd say curdled milk is more accurate, actually. Honestly. But yeah. I mean, yeah, I really like Legend of Korra just generally as... The relationships in Legend of Korra are a lot less childlike as well. Like
Yeah.
and you get to see and you get to explore the relationships that specific characters have. Like, for example, the relationship between Toph and her daughters, for example.
Yeah. Which is fascinating because we know what her relationship with her parents was like.
Yeah. And then you've got stuff like oh god, the other ship that I know will never be, but also kind of find it funny to think about, Prince Wu and Mako, just like Firebender Boy and the Earth Prince. Fucking awful. Terrible, terrible ship. I love it. It's bad.
Definitely a crack ship right there. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, there's a lot of like interesting relationships, and then there's what's his name and Julie as well.
Oh.
The inventor guy.
Yeah. I know who you mean. They have a long arc, don't they?
They have a very long arc, and they also have a lot of character development. But at the same time, basically none.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird. But yeah, no, I mean, yeah, I really do like the storytelling in Korra. It's very good. I do think that there are a few missteps, I'd say, in Korra on occasion.
Yeah, I'd be free to admit that the whole Unalaq arc is kind of forgettable.
A little bit, yeah. And like
that's fair to say.
Honestly, while the whole like the arc about like the massive spirit fight is there, I honestly, it takes a back seat to everything else that the show has to offer, in my opinion. Like, the show offers so much more that the giant spirit battle just serves as an additional plot point to me. Because there's so much interpersonal conflict and resolution going on. It feels a little just less interesting, the massive spirit battles, than the actual like character driven parts of the show. Maybe that's just me.
It was a cool moment, and it was I will say, as forgettable as the Unalaq saga is, finding out how the Avatar started is really cool.
Okay, yes, that part is very cool.
Finding out about Rava, that is really cool.
Yes, I will agree with you there. Like getting that amount of backstory on on like the Avatar cycle and how it all works is pretty interesting. I would have liked to have seen a little bit more of Aang as he was in his older years. But I can kind of understand.
Young, but yes.
Yeah. Well, he didn't die young, but
he died. He didn't die young, but he did die young relative to other avatars.
Yes.
Which is implied to be because he was frozen in ice for 50 years, or like 100 years or something.
100 years, yeah.
100 years.
Yeah, no, that's kind of fair. Like, he technically lived a lot longer than any other avatar. By sheer virtue of being cryogenically frozen. Which, you know, not quite sure how all that works, but Avatar magic bullshit stuff, you know.
Yep, maybe.
I need to put some stuff away. That.
I really hate that we will probably basically never see the next Avatar after Korra. Because in the course of Korra's arc, a whole ton of stuff happens to the Earth Kingdom. And also, because of the fight with Unalaq, Korra has access to none of her past lives. Presumably the whole thing rebooted, basically. So the next Avatar is only going to have access to Korra. No, the next Avatar is from the Earth Kingdom.
We know that she regained some connection to her past lives, didn't she?
She when she's in the first season after her bending gets cut off, she reconnects. But when she in the course of the Unalaq arc, her like Rava gets basically hacked, and she loses connection. So she loses connection quite overtly to all of the preceding lives. And it's never done. After that, we never see her have any interaction with her past lives.
I mean, in fairness, it's been a long time since I last watched.
Korra. So the implication to me then is that the next Avatar is going to be, according to how the cycle runs, because in the order that one learned them, is going to be an Earthbender. So probably from the Earth Kingdom, and will be also. Will be the first Avatar to only have access to the person who hacked the nation they came from.
It goes air, water, fire, earth, then back to air. I think.
Yeah, I think that's better.
Correct. Yeah, because brain's trying to process.
trying to remember deeply.
I'm trying to remember old lore that I haven't thought about in years at this point, basically. But I do like how the original story arc pulls in all of these various mythical creatures that were the true original benders, sort of thing.
Yeah, like the dragons, the fish, or the moon, I think.
The carp, the koi.
The koi, yeah. And then also the giant moles.
Yeah, the moles that earthbend with their claws. The dragons, the lion turtles, I think.
The lion turtles were energy benders, but I think they might be related in something.
I think they're sort of the core of bending rather than the extremities that individualize, essentially. Though I did like in Korra that with both series we see the advancement of bending techniques. Toph invents metal bending. We see blood bending. We see a lot of different stuff.
We in Avatar we see in Airbender we see blood bending as an extremely rare and almost unique skill that must be performed under a specific moon.
And a full moon,
and then,
basically.
Yeah. And then in Korra we see that oh no, we've just taught it to our kids now.
Well,
Like, it's
it
still
wasn't
very
necessarily
rare,
we've taught
but it
it
can
to
be
our skill
whatever.
kids, but it was more of a. It is a forbidden practice, but
Yeah.
there are people who can
Like,
do it, and
the
doing it
advancement of
outside of a full moon. Yeah.
yeah, the advancement of I guess we call them specialized bending abilities is also like a severe plot point in the course of the first season.
Yeah.
Because it's like in the course of Crime Lord's trial, his lawyer specifically establishes that he couldn't be a bloodbender because all of the crimes were committed when bloodbending shouldn't be possible.
Yeah. And then he does
and then
it anyway.
and then he bends the entire courtroom.
Yeah.
Just
I mean,
cause.
it's interesting because like in hold on, I have a creeper nearby. In the original, in like the Last Airbender, you get to see the advancement of like metal bending with Toph, and then in Korra you get to see the refinement of metal bending, like using the whips and stuff to like grapple
One of
around
the
city.
weirdest thing about that whole I will say one of the flaws perhaps in the world building of Korra is the idea that of the entire original gang, Toph becomes a cop.
I mean, yeah, that one's a little
That's
weird.
a bit.
But like Toph ending up as a hermit in the middle of a swamp, that fits.
Yeah, that fits. That tracks.
Like, yeah. I guess I can kind of see the cop aspect, sort of. It's more of a like Toph wants to defend the people around her. So the best way to do that is to form an organization to defend the people around her. Basically.
She's also pretty violently anti-authoritarian, though.
She is, and I think that's the reason why she didn't like being a cop. Because that's established pretty well in the series. Is she did not like being a police officer. Like she was happy to make sure that everything ran smoothly, but she didn't want to do it. It was something that she felt she had to do, sort of thing. And you see that a lot with her flashbacks between her and her daughters and stuff like that. But the other things that I like to see is the other like small advancements of the sciences of bending, like essentially the way that people have eventually created like machines that can actively just take away someone's bending. Using like
part.
the pressure point sciences that are seen in The Last Airbender and stuff like that.
Right, that's Suki's thing, I think?
Yes, I believe so.
Ty Lee's thing.
Ty Lee, yes.
I don't recall seeing a machine that can do that, but it is like a big point that it can be done using.
They have like gloves that can zap someone's bending away temporarily. At least I think they do. At some point they did.
I don't recall there being a glove.
I think there was something. Hold on, let me.
Can't tell if this device is breaking my end of things or is somehow breaking Minecraft's end of things. So occasionally I'm getting like some significant visual artifacting, we'll say.
Okay, so the Equalists movement in Legend of Korra, they didn't necessarily use machines to block bending. They used the same chi pressure point technique that Ty Lee used.
Yes.
But they used a lot of like electrified gloves and like other mechanical things to immobilize benders long enough to use that technique on them.
I thought that was they didn't steal the bending, they just basically tased you.
Yes, basically, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I remember. to fix this up. This needs to be too wide, and it needs to be very, very, very tall. Than the height that wide trees can get to, anyways. Anyways, chat, how are you? We've just been ranting about Avatar.
We've been ranting about Avatar a little
ranting and/or raving, I'll say.
I mean, I wouldn't say we've been raving, but we've definitely had a few.
I would say we've been like, I would say we've been raving on the basis of raving includes like positive things.
I mean, yeah, okay. I would say raving would be more like stark raving mad sort of thing, but
fair.
Maybe that's just me. But yeah, sorry. I've been very distracted by this entire conversation, so I haven't been paying attention to anything that I should be doing. I've just kind of been running around in circles. And I need to gather. I need to plant some wheat seeds. That's what I need to do. I need bread. Need bread to breed the villagers. Sitting here feeling content? Well, I'm glad that you are feeling content, Madeline. How many bones do I have?
As an adult or
How many skeletons have I boned? Is the question.
I think only you can answer that question accurately.
Probably. Apparently 32.
A bit too old when Avatar came out, so I never saw it. I would recommend checking out the very least.
I would...
Like, if you're going to watch any series, watch Korra, I think. Because Aang is good, but it doesn't really do much for the lore or the world building or such.
I would say that The Last Airbender sets up for Korra quite
well. I would say,
but it is directed towards a younger audience. I would say that regardless of like which one you decide to watch, I would say that the Airbender series gives a decent weight to the world building. You don't have to watch it. I'd encourage it. It's got some good moments. But yeah, it's really up to you. And honestly, I don't feel that you're ever too old to enjoy a good animated cartoon. Honestly.
It's probably accurate. It is easier with things that are aimed at older, kind of like older audiences.
Yeah, I suppose it is. Like, it's easier for you to be able to go, oh yeah, I enjoyed this XYZ thing, to a person that has, to a degree, not much knowledge of it, but can still, like, relate to it to a degree, because it's, like, somewhat aimed at their audience type. Whereas, like, I remember the days, back in the days, when I used to be a brony. Well, still am, technically. Not as much, but...
I wouldn't say I was a brony, but I did watch a lot of the earlier seasons of ML.
Yeah, I kind of stopped watching around season 5, I think.
Yeah, my favorite character, surprising probably nobody, was Queen Chrysalis and the Changelings, because they are very
surprised in the slightest.
Yeah, they're very xenomorph kind of coded.
Yeah.
I dropped off when the last like climactic when Twilight becomes an alicorn. I dropped off of that when her entire song about it was basically trying to reassure the audience that this is fine, it'll be fine, we promise this is okay.
Yeah. I
the
mean,
entire song is literally everything will be okay.
Yeah, I watched up until season 5, and then I kind of lost interest for a little bit. But I have always been a fan of fan fiction, as it were. And one of these many fan fictions is something that to this day, I still want a physical copy of, and to this day have not managed to obtain a physical copy of, which is a fanfiction, longest, I believe, fanfiction of MLP that exists, called Fallout Equestria.
Oh no.
Oh yes, it's
Oh
good.
no.
It's good. I enjoy it.
Oh, I know
enjoyed
the legacy of that.
The legacy of that? I've only read the fanfiction. I've never heard of the legacy.
Oh. That's the one that was like written on gold print at one point, wasn't it?
I don't know about gold print.
Like, ooh, there is a saga to that I am not able to fully like to fully what's the phrase here?
Convey?
Litigate.
Litigate?
I mean, there's a full saga to that I am not in a position to fully litigate. But
I know that Fallout Equestria was actively like fully published as a book by fans of the fanfiction. In fact, it's had multiple printings. The company that does the printings is called Absolutely Everything. They do not have absolutely everything. They just have My Little Pony fanfictions turned into full books. And some occasional small trinkets. But the Fallout Equestria book, the version that I want, which is technically Volume 3, but Volume 4 could work fine, or Edition 3 or Edition 4. It is a hardcover version in full of the entire fanfiction with illustrations. And I'm just like, I want it. I can never have it. It's on eBay for like £3,000. And they sell it for 70 when it's in print. And I'm just like, why? Why? But yeah. If anyone cares to know, my favorite character in My Little Pony is Rarity, because like,
of course.
I'm sorry, you're gonna put a drama queen in front of me and tell me that that's not my favorite character?
You absolutely would be a Rarity fan.
Of course I would be.
There's no question.
Of course I would be. Like, Rarity with Pinky coming in at a close second. But, you know. Who doesn't like a bit of fun and murder?
For once in a TV series, there wasn't like a robot character that I could naturally imprint upon as an autism allegory. But so my let's see, my favorite. God, I'm showing my brony cred here, I guess. My favorite of the main six, is probably Rainbow. Which is a little counter because she's the sporty one, not Fluttershy. No,
I'm surprised by that actually. I thought I would have thought the quiet one that gets along well with animals would have been your pick, but fair enough.
No, for like it I could maybe like Fluttershy for how kind she is and her like association with animals, or I could like Twilight for her knowledge and her like inventiveness at times. But no, for whatever reason, Rainbow was my favorite. And I think the only explanation I have, and it's not a very strong explanation, is just that she's blue. That's just it. She is also frequently like headcanoned as being a lesbian. But
yes.
According to the actual canon, she does marry a guy. So
yeah, sad times.
I don't think it happens on camera. Yeah, that happens.
I mean,
it's like I think all of the main six get like husbands eventually.
Yeah.
Fortunately.
I mean, I get the feeling that the creators weren't particularly thrilled about that, but it had to be done for studio something or other requirements. But yeah. I mean, I personally think that the like some of the characters in MLP are like really fun, and then some of them are just strange. But I think my favorite, I guess you could say, cameo was the Weird Al cameo.
I'd forgotten that happened until this moment. I thought you were going to say John Delancey, but okay.
No, I mean, John Delancey plays Discord, right?
Yes.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't call that a cameo,
character
though. Like, he plays a main character, technically. So I wouldn't call that a cameo. And, oh god, it was so strange when I was playing Assassin's Creed, right? And John Delancey plays Desmond Miles' father in Assassin's Creed, in the early ones. And it was so weird when I booted up the game, we got into a cutscene, and I just heard Discord's voice. Just the same exact accent. And I was like, what? Why? How? Where? What's happening? Is this a glitch?
John Delancey is magnificent, but he does more or less only have the one voice.
Yeah, it was very strange. Oh god, no, I didn't mean to script that. Damn it. Oh well, I'll fix that at some point later on.
Got an axe in your main hand? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, axe in my main hand and a log in front of me by accident. But yeah, like, it was very strange to just hear Discord's voice in my ear when watching a completely different character. Very odd. But yeah, no, I think my favorite cameo would be Weird Al's cameo in My Little Pony, which is a very strange thing to say. I guess we could go by... Oh, gods. Hello. Who's that? Oh, gods, I need to move that notification.
Your favorite cameo was Prince or MJ as Nightshade in 1986.
That was a thing?
Well, there was a show in 96, but
well,
I didn't
yeah, there
think
was a
that
show.
That was the era of cameos.
Yeah. I believe there's also a cameo from
Sia
in the new one, or did I say new one? In the current generation, or not? It's not even the current generation anymore, is it?
No, it isn't.
There's a new one. But yeah, like we could go, and thank you to Walsh AOE for the follow, my friend. I apologize. I need to move that notification to more center screen, I think, because currently it appears over my camera. That's not good. But yeah, I think like we could go with Weird Al's pony name, which was Cheese Whiz, I think.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah. The character fits him disturbingly well, though. Yeah. It really does. I don't remember if there were many other celebrity cameos in My Little Pony. I do remember the entire thing of, like, Doctor Hooves. But that was a massive fan part.
Yes, I remember that.
Dr. Hooves and Derpy. Yep.
Yeah, Derpy Pony. I think she did actually get a proper name.
No, I think she just got called Derpy. I think that was her
She
her
has
given
an actual
name.
name, and she retained her astigmatism, which was nice.
But yeah, like
What's
there's a lot of interesting little things in MLP that I forget, and I'm now recalling. God. Oh, and the Diamond Dogs. Diamond Dogs were fun. Yeah. My goodness. Right. I believe it's closing in on the time where we need to just about wrap it up, Lang.
Yep.
Unless you want to oversleep tomorrow.
No, I need to see my nephews and continue the charade that I'm the family archfey.
I mean, I don't think it's much of a charade if it's true, you know?
Well, it is true, but they're especially with their father, they're going to be off the notion of it's not true unless it's literally true. As opposed to metaphorically true.
Isn't Diamond Dogs a Bowie reference? I mean, they were a species in MLP, but I don't know that they're a Bowie reference. Speeder.
Definitely gonna need some honey to make this proper sized, but I think I have at least the makings of a decent wood farm here. Lumber farm, tree farm.
Yeah, well, alright. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe that is all we have time for this evening. If Lion wants to wake up on time tomorrow, at the very least.
Yep, yep.
I wish you the best of luck with that.
Oh, I'm gonna be in so much pain. But that's what ibuprofen's for.
But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all very much for joining us this evening. I hope you had fun. I certainly did. We're testing new things. We're getting stuff set up. Yeah, I hope this is working properly and stuff. I need to redo some notification stuff, but it seems to be working well. As for now, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all very much for joining us. We will be, well, will you be back tomorrow? Fine.
Most probably not. Visiting of my nephew's happens directly over my stream slot, to say nothing of how tired I'll be.
Yes. So I guess we'll both be back on Saturday.
Yep, I'll have the carousels around again to talk about what's been going on, along with what I got when I visited my relatives and such. Tell you about my nephews, I'm sure.
Yes, and I will be back on Saturday, possibly playing some more Gotham Knights. I'm enjoying that. You can get like trans pride color schemes for a bunch of stuff.
Oh.
Pretty good, actually.
I have to imagine there are so many DC fans angry over that. You know, they're the best kind of fans to
I think there's a lot that are very happy over that. I'm gonna be honest. But yeah, so we'll likely be playing some Gotham Knights on Saturday. I may actually end up streaming tomorrow. We'll see. I'm feeling like doing some other stuff. But we'll find out. I don't know. I'll if I do, you guys will see it. For now though, ladies and gentlemen, I have been Lucian V. Ghost, your host of the most dashing variety. Lying has been the resident archfey / witch in the well / maid /
engineer at this point.
Engineer / cyborg. I don't know. You have so many different characters.
Yeah, turns camera to show like multiple flying machines and such around me today.
Yeah. Yeah, you can find Lying over at twitch.tv /lyinginbedmon, youtube.com /
youtube.com/lyingtube,
lyingtube, and patreon.com /
lying.
There we go.
And also throne.com/lying if you're feeling giving.
Yeah,
'tis the season and all.
On my end, you can find me at youtube.com /Lucian_V_ghost. At patreon.com /Lucian_V_ghost. Any contributions are appreciated. I will complain about you giving me money. Bear that in mind.
Lord knows we both will, but one of us is slightly more destitute than the
Yes, I mean, honestly, we're both... I'd say we're both equivalently destitute, actually. Honestly.
I make less money in a year than Bob Cratchit.
Who the fuck is Bob Cratchit?
Cratchit.
Oh, Cratchit. I make less money in 6 years than Bob Cratchit. So, yeah. The only reason I'm surviving is because I'm on universal credit.
Same. And even
Yeah.
then, let me know. Let me tell you, folks. That is pennies on the dime.
It is less than pennies on the dime.
Do you know what we get for Christmas if you've been good on UC? 10 quid. Not even enough to buy a turkey.
Yeah. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us this evening. I hope you all had fun. I'm gonna throw you all a raid. Who am I raiding?
Lucian's tabbed out, so naturally I can't hear anything.
I'm here. I'm gonna raid a final. Yeah. Have a good evening, everyone, and a very good night. Give
I'm
final
gonna
my best.
send my side over to Vixie, I think.
Yeah.
Don't know how many that is, but yeah.
Have a very good evening, everyone. We shall see you all next time. Bye.
Bye bye. Cool. And everybody else, cool as ever. Next time.
Goodbye, everybody. Enjoy.
This tree farm is a mess, so I can make it work. Okay, I'm offline.